Retro gaming, without a doubt, can be quite expensive, complicated, and these consoles are old. They crap out on you, they got some weird issues, or they just straight up don't work. And in the era of modern retro gaming, it's getting harder and harder to play your old consoles on newer TVs. That's where Hyperkin and RetroN come in. The RetroN 1 is an NES clone console that plays your original cartridges. Now these do not have games preloaded onto them, so these make great backups or alternatives to play games you already have in your collection if your console's a little on the decrepit side. Currently, Hyperkin has the RetroN 1 AV and HD, and that is exactly what it sounds like. This one has AV output, and this one has HD, which is very, very cool. Like I said earlier, it can be very, very difficult to get your old games running on modern TVs and looking and sounding good. Now there are tons of way around this, and there are lots of clone consoles out there, but by far the most affordable is the RetroN. These RetroN ones are definitely aimed at a more casual audience. If you're looking for filters and save states and multi-cart compatibility, you'll want to look in their more higher-end consoles such as the RetroN 3 or RetroN 5. But unlike something like the RetroN 5, these are not emulation. They are system-on-a-chip consoles, so it's actually playing the game from your cartridge. The HD outputs in 720p and is actual HD hardware, so without forking out tons of money for modding your system or buying a much more expensive clone console, you are getting great picture at a great price. Now the video, color, and sound won't be dead on exactly 100% for every single game you play, but that's just part of the trade-off with playing on a clone console, and will really only be noticeable if you know these games through and through, inside out. It's not going to affect the way they play, and it's definitely not going to affect how much fun you get out of them. Now, one of my favorite things about these consoles are the controllers. Hyperkin makes some great clone controllers, and both of these come with a Cadet, which is Hyperkin's NES controller. These have the exact same button layout as your classic NES controller, and they feel fantastic. They also have these little cutaways on the corner, which matches with Hyperkin's design aesthetic. But it also makes them a whole lot more comfortable to hold for long play sessions. You don't have the corners cutting into your fingers. You also have these little bulges on the underside, which makes it quite a bit more ergonomic. Now the RetroN 1 HD's Cadet comes with a 10-foot cable. That is awesome. Hyperkin usually does a great job at giving you plenty of length on the controllers. Now the AV's Cadet isn't quite as long. I'd say it's about 3 or 4 feet, which is still plenty serviceable. In my opinion, it's just another tick in the HD's favor. Now the AV does run a little bit cheaper, but in the end, it is all up to personal preference. These consoles are available in our store, Nostalgic Video Games, and in the future, our online store. They're also available through Hyperkin and other official Hyperkin distributors. If you enjoyed this video, or it helped you make your decision on which one of these consoles to buy, let us know by liking, commenting, and subscribing. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Yes,